The scream cut through the prison unit just seconds after the lights went out. It was sharp, sudden, and filled with fear. Men on the bunks jumped upright. Shadows moved on the walls. A new inmate was on the floor, curled up, while older prisoners watched in silence. No one rushed. No one shouted. In that moment, the truth was clear: new inmates and hardened prisoners did not play by the same rules. And something dangerous had already begun. Earlier that day, Caleb Turner walked through the prison gates for the first time. He was 19. His first sentence. The heavy steel doors closed behind him with a final clang. The sound echoed through the hallway. Caleb's stomach tightened. His whole body shook. He felt trapped. An officer led him down a long corridor. Cells lined both sides. Voices bounced off concrete walls. Some laughed, some shouted, and some stayed quiet. Caleb tried to keep his eyes forward. He could feel the weight of dozens of eyes on him. Men with tattoos and hardened expressions stared from behind bars. Caleb was assigned to a unit full of older inmates. Men who had been inside for years. Men who knew the rules that were never written. One of them was Derek Miles. Derek was calm, silent, and heavily tattooed. He watched Caleb but said nothing. The first hours were tense but quiet. Caleb learned quickly, silence mattered. Talking too much brought attention. Looking scared was the biggest mistake. At dinner, Caleb held his tray tight. He walked fast, eyes down, careful not to bump anyone. A few inmates whispered. One laughed softly. Caleb ignored it. Back in the unit, a tall inmate, Leon Carter, blocked his path. He smiled, but it was cold. He asked where Caleb was from and why he was inside. Caleb answered carefully. His voice shook. Leon nodded and stepped aside. Caleb understood the warning. That night, the unit grew loud. Cards slapped against metal tables. Laughter echoed. Caleb lay on his bunk, staring at the ceiling. He thought about home, about his mother, and how one mistake had changed everything. Across the room, Derek watched silently. Caleb couldn't relax. Every shadow looked like a threat. The next day brought work duty, mopping floors, carrying supplies, cleaning tables. Caleb tried to stay busy. He tried to stay invisible. But invisibility did not exist here. During showers, the room was hot and loud. Steam filled the air. Someone shoved him hard. Caleb stumbled and hit the wall. Laughter followed. Leon smirked and told him to watch where he was going. Caleb nodded, hands shaking. Back in the unit, Derek finally spoke. Do not owe anyone, and do not react too fast. Caleb nodded, unsure what it meant. That night, Caleb lay awake. Every sound was louder. Every movement closer. Then the unit shifted. Footsteps ran. A body hit the floor. Someone shouted. Shapes moved in the dark. Guards were not yet there. Hardened prisoners stayed back and watched. The scream rang out again. Caleb froze. The danger was no longer somewhere else. It was right there in the dark. The scream ended as quickly as it began. Boots pounded the hallway. Lights flashed on. Officers shouted orders. A man lay on the floor holding his side. Guards pulled him away. No one spoke. No names were said. The unit was quiet, heavy with tension. Caleb sat on his bunk, heart racing. His hands were numb. Derek observed silently. The next morning, the mood was different. Everyone knew the meaning of the previous night. New inmates were tested. Some survived. Some broke. Caleb did not know what to think. At breakfast, Derek sat beside him. Last night was a message, he said. Not just for you. For all of us. Caleb swallowed. A message about what? About who survives, Derek said. This place belongs to the ones who already know it. Work duty passed slowly. Caleb mopped, carried, cleaned. He avoided eye contact. But he could feel Leon watching. In the yard, the sun felt strange on his skin. Groups formed naturally. Caleb stayed near the fence. Leon approached, calm but threatening. You almost had a bad first week, he said. Derek stepped in silently, blocking Leon. Leon stared, then walked away. Caleb exhaled quietly. That night, Derek explained more. New inmates are tested. Some panic. Some fight. The ones who lose control become targets. Caleb listened closely. "Why help me?" he asked. "Because I was you once," Derek said. "And because not everyone deserves to break." Weeks passed. Caleb learned the rhythm. Wake, count, work, eat, lock down, repeat. He spoke less. He watched more. Slowly, tension eased. But danger never left completely. One evening, alarms rang from another unit. Boots rushed past. Doors slammed. Rumors spread later. Someone was badly hurt, someone moved to isolation. Caleb realized, most danger lived in silence, in glances, in choices. Months passed. Caleb changed. His shoulders grew stronger. His voice steadier. He followed rules. He stayed near Derek. Leon stopped paying attention. One afternoon, Caleb was called to the office. His release date was moved up due to good behavior. The news felt unreal. On his last night, Caleb packed his bag. Derek nodded. "Remember what you learned," he said. Caleb nodded. "I will." The next morning, gates opened. Caleb stepped outside. The air was fresh. The sky wide. Freedom was strange, heavy, bright. He looked back once. Inside, new inmates were still arriving. Hardened prisoners were still watching. The danger was real. And Caleb knew he had survived by learning fast, listening closely, and staying silent when it mattered most. Prison had tested him. Prison had changed him. And for those who did not learn, the danger never waited long.